Superman's mythology is packed with timeless characters, from Lois Lane and Lex Luthor to Jimmy Olsen and Perry White. Yet, hidden deep within the archives of Silver Age storytelling is one of the Man of Steel's most tragic and overlooked romances, Sally Selwyn. Though she appeared only briefly in the early 1960s, her story left a haunting mark on Superman's history, and she may just be the kind of character modern adaptations could use to bring new depth to Clark Kent's world. A love without superpowers. Sally Selwyn first appeared in Superman number 165, 1963. In the story, The Sweetheart Superman Forgot. During this era, Superman comics were steeped in melodrama, science fiction experiments, and the unpredictable effects of red kryptonite. In this tale, a piece of red kryptonite leaves Superman with amnesia. Wandering without memory of his powers or identity, he introduces himself as Jim White, after subconsciously combining the names of his close friends, Jimmy Olsen and Perry White. Jim soon finds work on Sally Selwyn's ranch, where he wins the admiration of her family and eventually her heart. Unlike Lois Lane, who is enamored with Superman's heroic alter ego, Sally loved Clark for his humanity, bravery, and kindness, without any knowledge of the powers that defined him. Their relationship blossomed, and they even became engaged, offering a rare glimpse of what Superman's life might look like without the cape. A tragic ending. But their romance was doomed from the start. After an accident left Jim White confined to a wheelchair, Sally remained devoted, determined to marry him anyway. Believing she loved him only out of pity, Jim pushed her away. Matters worsened when a jealous rival orchestrated a cruel prank that nearly cost Jim his life. While Superman eventually regained his memory and powers, he lost all recollection of his time with Sally, leaving her brokenhearted and mourning the man she believed had died. The story's follow-up a few months later only deepened the tragedy. A criminal impersonating Superman, who also resembled Jim White, briefly re-entered Sally's life, only to die saving her. This sealed her fate as one of the most tragic figures in Superman's mythos. Why Sally Selwyn matters today. Though she hasn't appeared in decades, Sally Selwyn represents something profoundly unique, a woman who loved Clark Kent without ever being dazzled by Superman. In a mythology often defined by superhuman feats and iconic rivalries, Sally's grounded romance brought a deeply human perspective. A live-action adaptation could finally give her story the recognition it deserves. Whether introduced in a flashback, an alternate universe storyline, or even as a figure haunting Clark's memories, Sally could provide emotional weight rarely seen in superhero cinema. She highlights the eternal tension at the core of Superman's life, the longing to be loved simply as Clark Kent, not as the Man of Steel. A forgotten love worth remembering. While Lois Lane remains Superman's eternal partner, Sally Selwyn reminds us that even the strongest hero can have fragile, fleeting moments of love and heartbreak. Her story, once buried in the Silver Age, is ripe for rediscovery. Bringing her to the screen could give audiences a new dimension of Superman's humanity, one that proves even the greatest hero of all time isn't immune to loss.